You're live with TVC News. Next, let's take you to Delta State, where a two-story building has been gutted by fire in Asaba, the Delta State capital. The fire lasted for hours as firefighters battled to put out the inferno, which damaged goods and property worth hundreds of millions. Okpanam Amici has more of this.
The fume emanating from the two-story building revealed the intensity of the raging fire inside. Workers inside noticed the fire first. Mr. Martins Anu is a barber working here. He was inside when the fire started.
So we were inside. When we now came out, we started seeing smoke, like a little smoke coming up upstairs. There was a guy inside among the fire service, that state fire service, that was trying to dig to break up the door that were locked to find out where the fire was now coming out from. So from that process, the guy now get injury because of the smoke. The smoke was too much there, so the guy now get injury. So when the guy get injury, there was no one to go inside again. Everybody was scared because of the smoke.
The firefighters from the state, federal government agencies at the Asaba airport battled to put out the fire as they look for ways to access the inside of the building, now burning for hours.
The problem we are actually encountering in this incident is that the walls are padded. You know, it's a cinema, and if we have been able to access the seat of fire, this thing will have been done with. You can see all the effort we are putting in place to see how we can access inside the building. Because if you don't get the seat of the fire, you will just be wasting your time.
Bridget Anyafolo is a lawmaker, and she has been here coordinating logistics. She, like other first responders here, are pained by the great loss.
The building itself is an investment. What you have inside is huge investment. Now the people that work here, they earn salaries at the end of the month. So it's huge.
And we've been trying to coordinate with the agencies who are here. The state agency, State Emergency Management Agencies here, SEMA is here. We also have the fire services, both the federal and the state, and they are the ones who are responding, while the Red Cross is giving technical support.
It's now because all of us is going to stay at
These ladies worked inside the mall and they fear for their jobs.
After several hours of coordinated effort by the various fire services and the government agencies and non-government agencies here, the fire was eventually put out, but the damages have been caused and businesses affected, with several people losing their jobs in the process. Okpanam Amici, TVC News, Asaba.
Our correspondent Okpanam Amici joins me now for more updates on this. Okpanam, we understand so much has been lost in terms of those who are attached to the workplace and all of that. How are they keeping up and how are they coping with the situation? And of course, give us more heads up on how the situation has been managed so far.
The people actually working there definitely be jobless for the time being, because the mall, the Imperial Mall was actually burnt down. Fortunately for them, the down floor was not affected, but all the same, the integrity of the building has to be checked after now to know if it's okay to be accommodated. But the heads up is really not a good one when you have buildings in the city and there's no fire hydrants, because that's one of the difficulties in actually not the fire by the firemen. We have 3 fire services, regular fire service, state fire service, and of course the Asaba International Airport Fire Service. They came to actually rescue the situation. But because of this kind of difficulties of having a fire hydrant, they have to go to fill the tank to come and start the fire. So all those actually added to the building, not the fire not being put out in time, and damages caused by the building on the building. And for now, it cannot be ascertained that the building has a lot of, apart from the cinema there, it has this a shopping, a grocery shop, and of course other barber's shop, and also a bar. So a lot of this business will be affected by that fire incident. It's a Saturday morning. Quite unfortunate because it took hours, like up to 6 hours, if not more, before the fire was eventually put out.
Right. You know, we're yet to get exactly what caused the fire. Did you have any information with regards to that?
According to what we hear, they couldn't actually ascertain what caused the fire. They only saw that from the first floor that they saw fumes coming out from the first floor. So our ability to assess that floor was actually hampered because at the time of the fire started, nobody was occupying that particular place where the fire started. So it was really difficult. And because it is still in it was difficult to assess it from every other route. So for now, we can't ascertain what caused the fire, but it actually burnt down. Even though from outside you can't see the flame, but you can only see fume coming out from the building.
Right.
That damaged a lot of property inside.
Right, our correspondent live for us from Asaba.